Hi, good evening, and welcome to Chicks and Sticks, Cigars in the Silver Screen. This is episode number 21, and I'm having my guest back from Casa 1910 Cigars because I had technical difficulty last time. Anyway, we're all up and running, and I'm going to be ready to bring him on. I'm very excited. So, I would love for you guys to think of some questions. I'm going to just have him talk about his cigars special, and he will explain that. I'll add to it. Anyway, be sure and ask me questions, and I will get him to answer them. It'll be great. We're gonna have a great time. I'm going to get this started because we always run out of time. Click over here. We'll be right back. I think. Oops, hang on. I'm just so horrible at this. Where is my... Okay, I can't find my intro, so maybe that doesn't matter. You guys don't care about my intro anyway, really, do you? Okay, forget it. No intro. It's just me walking around Hollywood. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to bring in Manolo from Casa 1910 Cigars, which many of you know have moved into my number one top spot for my favorite cigar. And they're the number one bestseller here at Center Cigar Club, and I can't keep them in stock. So they're really delicious, and so I've been so excited to have him on. So I will bring him in here. Hello.
Hello.
You're finally here, and I can hear you. They could always hear you, but now I can hear you. It's a
I
better
can hear you
conversation
too.
when you can hear. Yeah. Um,
Amazing.
so they all know that I've been talking about Casa 1910 cigars for quite some time. And yes, I know. Beautiful. I mean, this is what I love too is your packaging. And I kind of explained this on the last show that was short, is that I ran into your booth at TPE last year, and it was literally the last 15 minutes of the show. And I was just walking by and I saw your booth, and what caught my eye was how beautiful the cigar boxes and just the way you had things set up. And it just was so classy and elegant and beautiful. And to me, I think that today the cigar smoker is a little, I don't know if they're more sophisticated, but they're pretty sophisticated. And I think that packaging has a lot to do with it. When you see really good packaging and people have not cut corners on packaging, they haven't cut corners on the cigar. So that's what made me stop and try it. And I smoked it and I was like, oh, I need this in my life. And so it was a couple months before I got it here in the lounge. And I buy 2 boxes at a time and they're gone in 2 weeks. I pretty much sell a box a week. Easy, maybe even faster. First box I sold in 6 hours. So tell them what's special about your cigar. I think for me, what's special is that it's a Puro from,
Yeah.
I'll let you take it.
Okay. Well, uh, my cigar, our cigar on Casa 1910, it's our baby. It's our bad boy. It's an example for Mexico is. Okay. It's all 100 Mexican tobacco leaves with a passion inside. They have a lot of love, a lot of the passion of our artisans, of our cigar rollers, of our farmers, and a lot. It's an amazing job for a lot of families in San Andres Valley from Veracruz. It's our example for Mexico, for entire world. Okay, it's for me, it's my my first exam, my first test for the entire world. I work a lot for Cuban tobacco from La Habana, Habanos S.A. A few years ago. The tobacco for all countries, for Dominican Republic, for Nicaragua, for Honduras, from Ecuador, from Cameroon, Indonesia,
Yeah.
but Mexico, it's my country, it's my land. I'm from Jalisco, the land of tequila and mariachi. And I love Veracruz, the land of tobacco here in Mexico. Okay, and in these words, I like to make an example. I like to perfect pairing with two kinds of earth, two kinds of terroir: the tobacco from San Andres Valley, Veracruz, and of Jalisco, the tequila. And mariachi, of course, it's a must. Okay, um, well, in this cigar, this cuchillo parado, it's our first battle. It's the first battle of the Mexican Revolution for year 1910,
Yeah.
and it's our first cigar, cuchillo parado. It's a robusto shaped cigar because the robusto, it's the perfect cigar for me. It's the perfect for a short smoke, for a short time, or a little dinner, a little talk, everything, and a little
Yeah.
drink of tequila. It's amazing for me. It's wonderful for me.
Yeah. I think that's what I was struck by when I stopped by the booth is that you had all these black and white posters of photos from the American, the Mexican Revolution, and
Yeah.
it just really struck me. It was I could just see that this was proud heritage, and it was explained to me when I came by that the San Andreas wrapper is so popular. Um, might still be the number one wrapper used, and so the person who was talking to me said you guys were kind of thinking if we can grow the number one wrapper, why can't we grow the tobacco for an entire cigar? And so it's really an homage to Mexican history, to your country, and that was really evident in the way you had the cigar presented, and it's on the band too. Yeah, you have the snake on the band. Um,
Yeah, for our cigar ring. Okay, it's or or the vision for the Mexican flag. Okay, all around our brand, the colors, representation, the logo, it's a representation for the Mexican colors and the Mexican flag, the Mexican symbol. It's a claw for the eagle and take the snake. But if you see with a little detail the logo, it's like a hand take our cigar.
oh yeah.
It's
I just realized now it's a eagle, like it's like an eagle claw.
Yeah, it's an eagle claw taking a snake, like
Yeah,
or
yeah.
or sh-
Maybe I can.
or shield for the Mexican flag. But if you use the imagination about this, it's like a hand without cigar. It's amazing.
Yeah, cool.
And the colors, we use the orange, the white, and green
Yeah.
because our Mexican flag is red, white, and green.
Hmm.
But we can use in Mexico for law, we can use the colors of the Mexican flag. About that, we use the orange, white, and green. It's like a game with the colors.
Yeah, the orange is so beautiful. It's this doesn't even show up on here because it looks kind of gold on my thing, but it is the most beautiful orange. It's just, and the box is
Thank
so
you.
beautiful inside. Of course, it's empty because I can't keep these in stock. I don't even get to smoke one tonight because I smoked it last time when we were on together. So I'm out. I want to smoke your cigar because I love it, but I leave it for my customers because I love them.
I
So
have the you're here, but I'm on Nicaragua, by the way, right
yeah,
now. We see you in PCA or TP and give you a lot of cigars.
yeah. I'll see you at PCA. You'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna come by there first because I came by there last time and I didn't have enough time to sit around and talk and because I want you to tell me about so, I don't know if it's you or somebody else. Who's the tequila blender?
Okay. It's interesting question. Thanks of that. Well, I have well, I am liar, but I prefer to be happy to share the happiness for everyone, and I'm dedicate a lot of time to study red wine sommelier in Spain.
Okay.
I'm study whiskey, whiskey Scotland of Scotland of course. I study a lot of tequila. I'm certificate of tequila, and I study mezcal, and I'm study about the cigars, cigar sommelier and habano sommelier, and it's no stop with the certificate. I study. I'm researching, and I'm a crazy person with all the information and with the experiment, with the feeling, with the sensation, and I'm looking a lot of tequilas or the perfect pairing with our cigars.
Okay.
About the cuchillo parado, I make this cigar for the perfect pairing. It's with tequila.
Okay.
About the flavor profile, I'm tasting and making some changes for make the perfect cigar for tequila. Okay. For the first part, I recommend the tequila reposado. For the second part, I recommend the añejo tequila.
Okay.
And the last part, I recommend the extra añejo tequila. I
Okay.
have three brands for the perfect pairing with my cigar because every factory, every tequila maker in Jalisco, in Arandas, in Tequila, in the Arenal Jalisco, and in other towns, every tequila it's very different.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe one brand use ex bourbon barrel cask or ex cognac barrel cask or ex whiskey for Scotland, and or simply new ones barrels. Okay, and the product it's very different. Other front in front of other tequila. Okay, but I have three amazing brands for our cuchillo parado. Reserva de la Familia from José Cuervo. Okay,
Okay.
Casa Dragones and Clase Azul.
Okay.
Okay,
That's what you would
uh,
recommend. Those three
yeah, for the perfect pairing.
in that
Okay,
order too. Okay.
yeah, the very option is about the Reserva de la Familia, Reposado, and Extrañejo. If you take a Casa Dragones, maybe try with Blanco,
Okay.
Joven, and Añejo for Casa Dragones.
Okay.
And Clase Azul, Reposado, Añejo, and Extrañejo. It's easy.
I was looking at any questions. Um,
Sure.
So let's talk about, since we're talking about what to pair it with, let's talk about the flavor profile of the cigar. Um, for me, it's incredibly smooth. I have given the cigar to beginner smokers. And I tell them that it has a little spice. To me, it has a little red pepper, but it stays right up front on the tip of your tongue. Nothing harsh in the back of the throat. To me, that cigar is smooth and consistent. I don't get a huge transition,
Yeah.
which I think is what allows you to kind of change what you're pairing it with, because you know what you're going to get and it's going to accent it, rather than the cigar changing flavor and you changing tequilas. So I can see where that would work really well, and I think the tequila goes really well with the little that little spice. I mean, just love
Yeah.
that. If that wasn't in there, it would just be a very smooth, nice cigar. But it's nice that it has that little, like, you know, it's
Yeah.
just perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect balance to me.
Yeah. About the pairing, or about the evolution of our cigar, I make this cigar for everyone, for the beginners, for the aficionados, and the professionals. So what? So maybe I'm a cigar aficionado. I'm a cigar lover, and I need in a one time a cigar with a lot of flavor, with a lot of
Yeah.
body. But maybe sometimes I need something smooth,
Yeah.
something easy, something to relax. To I don't need to think about the cigar. I don't need the think about. I just talk. I just read. I just listen to music,
Yeah.
and maybe in the, sometimes I need that. Okay,
Yeah.
in a, if for a beginners, uh, they need something easy to stand, to read, to feel something easy. And I think the perfect combination for us is good flavor, good aroma, and the evolution for me for Cuchillo Parado, it's like a ramp. It's very easy. It's not like stairs for other cigars. It's like a ramp. It's easy,
Yeah.
easy, easy.
Yeah.
More flavor, and the finally it's creamy. It's
Yeah.
good. It's like a tea leaves, like a woods, and a little hint of animal profile with the nose. It's amazing for me.
Yeah. It has a lot of flavor, but it's incredibly smooth, creamy.
Yeah, and easy to
It,
stand the cigars, the sensations.
yeah.
About the secret for Cuchillo Parado, it's the aging for every leaf inside it. We use for the filler and binder all Negro San Andres tobacco for the
Okay.
different floor plants, okay, but with 4 or 5 fermentations, okay,
Oh.
and after we need make with 5 years aged for every leaf for the filler and binder, okay. When the tobacco leaves is it's okay. I need to open the case, to open the pack for the tobacco leaves. I need to try different leaves. I make my little cigar, my little bonchito. It's a little cigar with one leaf, with
Okay.
one type of leaf. I need
Okay.
to try. I need to smell, and okay, it's okay. It's for the blending. Okay,
Okay.
but it in this case it's not great tobacco. I need to close the pack for the tobacco leaves and rest the pack for other 6 months on other year actually for taste again. Okay, for the grapper we use the Sumatra seed growing in Mexico in the San Andres Tobacco Valley, and I make just two fermentation because it's very very light about the strain for the leaf, and the rest are aging for 3 years. When the all tobacco leaves, it's okay. I make the blend, I make the packs for the
Yeah.
every cigar roller, and we make this cigar. And after we roll it, we rest the cigar in the cedar wood for 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
When you receive in your tobacco shop, in your humidor, the cigar, for me it's a perfect time for smoke this cigar. But if you need something awesome, if you need something with more complexity, you need to age this cigar for
Okay.
three minimum for 5 years in your humidor.
Okay. Oh God, I couldn't wait
It,
that long. There's no
I
way I could
know, I
sit
know.
there and look at it for that long. No way.
When
Maybe
you
one day
receive the
I'll smoke
cigar,
one that somebody's had that
it,
long, but I like it
I
just
know, I know.
right when I get it, I rip it open and smoke one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's my case, but it's very good sometimes. Rest the cigars like a cave, like a wine cave, and maybe in the 6 months later, taste the cigar, and 1 year later, taste the cigars, and
Yeah.
you discover some one cigar, different cigar for the 6 months
Yeah.
ago. It's
Changes
it,
it.
it's
Yeah.
it's amazing.
I have a cigar like that when I get it in, it needs to sit for, well, maybe a month. I mean, not that long, but maybe a month. But I actually like it when it comes in and it's a little green. It has a completely different flavor,
Yeah,
and I like that flavor. So I usually smoke a couple right away and then I put it out. But so, I mean, that aging makes a difference. And whatever it is that you do to it is, I mean, all of that fermentation, all of that is, I think, what makes it so, it's so smooth. It's just, and
yeah.
and when people stand at the humidor and they're like, I'm not sure what to smoke. What do you recommend? Or if they're like, oh, I like, they'll go to something they smoke all the time, and I'll say, you know what? I use move outside the box and try something new, and I recommend this one. I promise you will not be disappointed, and I have not had anybody be disappointed. They usually buy a couple
Wow,
as they go out the door. Yeah,
it's great to hear that.
yeah, you've got a really good thing going. So, and you're pretty new. I mean, how long have you been doing? I mean, how
In
long have you had cigars out on the market? Because I know you start way before that.
Okay, the launch of our Casa 1910 brand, it's at the PCA the last year. We make the cigars and we make a lot of work behind this. Uh, see, 7 years ago, but for the presentation about the brand, it's the last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of work, right? But it's amazing. So I do have somebody on here, Kyle. He said my 1910 experience was amazing.
wow.
And then somebody asked, Andrew asked, do you ever come across a leaf that you just won't use in your cigar for any reason?
Sorry, I beg
Is
your
there
pardon.
is there any leaf that you can think of that you just would never use?
No, well, here in Mexico, the tobacco from the Negro San Andres seed, it's very used, okay, for a lot of cigars from San Andres Valley, but um, for the entire world, the star, the rock star, it's the grabber and the binder from Negro San Andres. It's no use. I know just two cigars for Dominican Republic and one cigar from Nicaragua. Use the tobacco Negro San Andres for the filler. Okay,
Oh, okay.
or tobacco leaves. It's all growing for Casa 1910.
Okay.
Not for other factory, not for other brand. It's just for Casa
You're so
1910.
you're growing what you need specifically for your cigars.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For the filler, binder, and grapper, we make everything
Yeah.
about the cuchillo parado and the new one from Mexico.
Yeah. Huh. I'm not sure what he's saying, but um somebody said they'd have to have a couple boxes if they were going to leave one for a couple years because same thing as me. I couldn't just sit and look at it. I would be, oh, I can sneak one. And then I'd sneak another one, and pretty soon they'd all be gone.
I
But
love when I try new cigars. For me, I need to buy minimum 6 cigars. Okay,
okay.
uh, when I can buy the box, it's better. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you the minimum for the boy, I need 6 cigars. Okay, one I smoke immediately. Okay, and take
Okay.
a note. And I'm crazy person and take a note with my
Okay.
cell phone or my notepad. I need to take notes with the flavor profile, the aroma profile, and the evolution and the perfect pairing and other stuff. But for 6 months, well, 3 months after I taste the same cigar other time and make the same notes. When the 6 month come, I taste the third one, the same cigar, and make a note. Okay, I take my 3 notes and I compare one note with another one, with another note, and I see the change. I see the flavor profile if it's the same or not. The pairing, my recommendation for the pairing, it's the same or not. The time. I'm a crazy person about the cigars.
It's true though. You have to try. I know even just for me, I'm not a cigar manufacturer, but I know for me, sometimes I'll try a cigar and I don't like it. And I think it's really important to try that cigar again. And
Yeah, yeah.
right, I mean, sometimes you just get a bad one, but that's not the case with yours. I
Thank
smoked
you.
one and I smoked it in a rush and I had tequila. You guys gave me tequila at TP, but I had to smoke it
Yeah.
really fast and I was like, "Oh, dear." Like I just knew instantly that was my cigar.
For me, it's total unfair if you smoke just one cigar.
Yeah.
It's total unfair.
Yeah.
Because maybe this cigar it's a black one in
Yeah.
the other box, or maybe this box it's maybe grown with that. Okay,
Yeah.
but maybe other box is amazing. Maybe other cigar it's amazing. It's awkward, but it's true.
Yeah. And I think
It's
too,
a
like we have to
Yeah.
remember that this is totally an organic thing made by hand. So you can
Hmm.
get one cigar in a box that might be rolled a little tighter than the others. So if you smoke it and you go, "Ooh, the draw seems kind of tight," that doesn't mean that that's the norm for that cigar. So you kind of have to try it. Flavor is a little more like, some, I don't know, sometimes it could be you just ate something and you just have your palate isn't clean and you're not tasting it the way you should, or there's an odor in the area that you're smoking and that could change the flavors as well. So
Maybe
Um,
the music, the company,
yeah,
it's
yeah. Maybe
crazy.
you're on a really
But
bad blind date, and you're like, "This cigar is horrible." That actually happened to me. That's why
no,
I was
well,
smoked.
it's like for for me, it's very similar with the red wine labels. Maybe 1 year it's amazing.
Right.
Maybe the past year it's awful. Maybe the year after this year it's average.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a total organic product. It's handmade. It's maybe it's a raining season for growing tobacco,
Yeah.
and it's good. But the dry season it's better for some kinds of tobacco leaves.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's so complex. Um, sometimes people who don't smoke cigars will say that to me, like, don't they all taste the same? And I'm just like, no, not at all. And then they're like, well, how can they be that different? And so then you have to explain to them, there's three components, there's filler, binder, wrapper. Then all of those components can come from different places. And then they can even come from different places within the country. So it could be grown in a higher elevation or a lower elevation. The weather that year could slightly alter the flavor. I mean, and then where on the tobacco plant you take the leaves, the more they get more sunlight, they get less sunlight, all of that. Well, that now comes up with millions of combinations, right? You start mixing all that around.
Yeah,
Sky's
it's a
the
lot
limit, kind of.
of facts actually.
Yeah. So now you guys have you have beautiful accessories, ashtrays, and right.
Yeah.
Sell that on your webs. Like, do you sell that on a website or online?
We work to make a lot of these products, but our products about the ashtrays, about the jacket
The jackets, yeah,
for the cigars,
yeah.
it's 100% handmade. Okay,
Okay,
the ashtrays, for example, it's from Puebla. It's the Talavera. It's like denomination, the origin denomination for Puebla for this kind of stuff,
okay.
the Talavera, and we make only 50 for each one. Okay, every ashtray they have own certificate, and it's amazing work. Okay, I we work a lot of this with make a lot of these ashtrays, a lot of the jackets for us in the very short time.
Yeah. Well, that just shows all that dedication you put into that. I mean, that's what you put into your cigars, and it's you can taste it. I
Yeah, the co-founders for Casa 1910, Serge and Jamie and I, we're crazy person about the detail about
Yeah,
the other stuff. I make the cigars. I make the cigars, but these guys make some numbers, some marketing, some other stuff, and we're crazy person about the detail, about the color,
yeah,
about the like of dislike. It's
yeah,
a lot of work behind this.
yeah. I can't wait to taste. Oh, so we didn't talk about it yet. The new cigar.
Yeah,
It's a little different.
yeah, I work just now here in Nicaragua, actually, because in the PCA we launch the new ones. We launch a brand with just one cigar, the Cuchillo Parado.
Right.
But in this PCA we present four new ones. Okay,
What?
one of that it's this. It's really great 100 tobacco from Mexico. Uh, we use a Maduro wrapper. We use a Maduro wrapper in this. It's amazing. And I smoked the new one. It's a fantastic blend. It's a torpedo. Okay.
Okay.
And we work a lot of this with Nicaragua factory, amazing factory, friends of mine, friends of us on the Casa 1910. We make a interesting blend with Nicaragua, Mexico, of course, and a little hint of Ecuador.
A little hint of what?
Ecuador.
Okay.
But
I can't wait to try
uh,
it.
it's very interesting. The all different blends, all different blends. Okay, and all different shapes, but it's I think you'll like these cigars, the new ones.
Yeah.
And I make these cigars for other completely different pairings. In the cuchillo parado, I use the tequila,
Okay.
and the new ones, I recommend other kind of pairings.
Okay. So am I going to be able? You going to have all those pairing ideas at PCA for the new cigars? So I.
Well, in PCA, we take a lot of tequila in our booth. Actually, our booth is the 513, and mariachi, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's our signature, the mariachi. I need the mariachi, the tequila. When I recommend the pairing, maybe you try in your cigar lounge, in your house, and other stuff. But the PCA, we have a tequila for use.
Okay. Cool. So now that tequila, is it sold in the United States?
Yeah,
Oh, it is. Okay.
yeah.
So we can
I,
get
I
it.
try
Okay.
I try to select the brands, um, for you can buy in the US or
Okay.
maybe in the Europe on the country if you're living. I try to recommend the perfect pairings with our cigars, with 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 the spirit.
Yeah.
Can you buy in your country?
So you've been busy since a year ago. I mean, if you're coming out with more cigars, and you've been busy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. We have an amazing team with the marketing materials, with the social media, with the logistics, with the packaging, with other and all the stuff. It's amazing, amazing team. In Casa 1910, we have amazing team here in Nicaragua. They're on Veracruz, in Mexico City. It's our warehouse, and we have amazing, amazing team.
I know when I came
Actually,
by your table at TPE, there's so much energy between the three of you. There is so much energy going on. I can see why why you've gotten so much done because you guys are really excited and and that's what I really love about the boutiques is it's such a passion and it's kind of this small thing you guys put your whole life into it and it's really fun to see and that's you just like I feed off of that's really exciting. um, yeah, I'm just so glad because you guys were nestled in the back, kind of with the cannabis, and I never go back there. And I don't know what I was doing walking back there, and I just saw your table, and I was like, "Who is this?" And then you guys were so energetic, and yeah, it was really great.
thank you.
Yeah, so I'm
We are
so
very
glad
excited
I
about.
stopped. Yeah.
We are very excited about the PCA or the
Yeah.
TPE, and in this September, we're going to Dortmund for Intertabac,
Uh-huh.
and we're very excited about it. And I make maybe in the last part of this year, I make some events in the US, and I work a lot if on my English. You can see, you can see. I
Yeah.
work a lot of my English, but I need to talk the people with the people. I need to talk about our cigar. I need to talk about the cuchillo parado for the
Yeah.
tequila, for the mariachis, for Mexico, and or feelings or for our brand. It's amazing for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, um, I don't know. Some people have to really sell their cigar. I think your cigar kind of sells itself. I mean,
Thank you.
every time I have somebody try it, it just kind of sells itself. So you got that going for you. So I don't know. Like, I'm sure that I will love the new blend, but whether or not I will like it better remains to be seen because I'm kind of in love with the original. So,
And the name for new releases are amazing names. I can tell right now. Please take some time for the PCA, but the name it's amazing. The history behind every cigar it's amazing. Please wait for the new releases in PCA.
okay, cool. And then I
8th
will,
for
and then
July.
maybe we can do this again and we'll talk about the new cigar. I'll have you on again and we'll,
For sure. For
yeah,
sure.
that'll be cool. That'll be super cool. I know. I'm very excited. So, yeah. Let's see if I have. Oh, a lot of people are just saying they can't wait to try the new blend because they already love the original, so they cannot wait. Yeah, somebody said I think I need to open a box and smoke one. Yeah, hopefully in person at the club. He said, yeah. So yeah, I'll have to bring some back for my special customers to try.
Sure.
So yeah, yeah. And then one day I'm hoping to get an ashtray. I got to work on that. I got to become a preferred customer. Get an ashtray.
For sure. I take note for that.
Uh oh, dropped ash.
It's a
Okay,
way.
so do you have so you have accessories and you have like that really cool jacket. Oh, and I want to tell people if you are not following Casa 1910 MX on Instagram, please do it. Your Instagram page is stunning. The photographs
Yeah.
and most of the I mean there are photographs of cigars, but you have a lot of cultural photographs on there. Um, People in traditional dress, riding
The
horses
charros.
on the ranch. It's some of those photos are so beautiful. I think I need to make one into a poster to hang in here because they're just, some of them are just so beautiful. Yeah. And so
Thank
it's
you.
it's a really beautiful Instagram to follow. So not only do you hear about the cigars and learn all of this knowledge, but it's just like eye candy. The photos are like eye candy. They're just beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Who
team.
runs the Instagram?
My Instagram.
Yeah, you run it.
Well, not my own Instagram. It's Manolo Cigar Live.
Yeah, so follow that
But
one too.
yeah, if you have a question for pairing for our cigar, please send a DM in Casa 1910 MX or Manolo Cigar Live, I respond every message about the cigar world, about the spirits, about the tequila, about the pairings.
That's
Uh,
great.
yeah, I respond every message.
Okay, so you heard that, everybody. Just send a message, DM him. He will answer you, and it can be about the cigars
Sure.
or the tequila or pairings or where to get the cigar, any of that. So, yeah. So you're probably growing as far as lounges. Do you have your cigars in lounges all around the U.S. or mostly in one area, or how's that going?
Right now, we sell our cigars in Mexico, of course, in the U.S. and some countries in Europe,
Okay.
on Germany and Switzerland,
Okay.
for right now. And
Okay.
about the U.S., uh, I'm lie if you tell you the states, but in our webpage, casa1910.com, you can
Okay.
see the point of sales on the US.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay.
We have a list with all of point of sales with our cigars.
Okay. So they can buy it if it's at a local lounge, or they can get it through you on the website.
Uh,
Or is it?
well, on the tobacco shops in the US.
Yeah. Okay.
If you need more information, we have a WhatsApp button in the Instagram page and the website, and you can send the
Perfect.
answer, your question, for the point of sales, for the new releases, for everything about the brand, and we answer the all questions for
Okay.
you.
That's great. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. Okay, well, I'm so glad we got to have you on here to talk about it because um like you can see your energy. I can just see you're excited about it. I'm excited about it. I love this cigar. So, everywhere I go I'm asking people. People ask me all the time, "What are your top 3 cigars or whatever?" And I'm on a lot of talk shows and they're like, "What are your top 3 or your top 5?" And so you've moved into my number one space, which might hurt some people's feelings, but I can't help it. You're at number one right now. So,
Thank you very much
yeah, if
for
I didn't
that.
have to save it for my customers, I'd smoke one every morning when I got into work. But I need to
Amazing.
start buying in bulk or something. Okay, so I don't know if anybody has any more questions. We kind of talked about everything, the cigars, the new cigars coming out. That's going to be very soon. I'll have more information for you after I go to PCA. I'll do a whole little report. Maybe I'll interview them at PCA too.
Maybe about the name of Casa 1910. Okay. About the Casa 1910 is Casa 1910 in Spanish.
Okay.
It's about the two words, casa. Casa for us, it's our home. It's all Mexicans are the amazing host for the parties, for the meetings, for the reunions. When you invite a Mexican for our party, the Mexican says, "Okay, I I bring with me a tequila bottle of maybe some tacos, maybe some food. It's everything. It's everything."
Right.
And in Mexico City and a lot of towns in Mexico, in the time of the Mexican Revolution, some business for families name Casa with the last name Casa Hernandez.
Oh,
Maybe for the jackets, maybe for the hats makers, or the dress makers, or everything. It's Casa Hernandez, Casa Santiago, Casa Garcia, and etc. Okay, for us, Casa 1910 is like like this. Okay, and 1910, it's the year of the beginning of the Mexican Revolution.
Right.
September of no, November for for 1910 year. It's amazing. It's an
Yeah.
amazing year. It's the year for the Mexico change a lot of politics for the towns, for the people in the towns in the city from Mexico. It's a lot of changes for Mexico. It's the last change actually for Mexico, or big change for Mexico. It's for very important for us, the year of the Mexican
Yeah.
Revolution. It's
Of course.
different way to see Mexico.
Yeah. I think just super beautiful that the whole cigar is an homage to your country and your culture, and um, we all need to be proud of our heritages. It's a big beautiful world, and we all bring something different to the table, and it's really nice when people are proud of their heritage and bring it forward. I think that's what you're really doing with, and that's what's so beautiful about your Instagram page is the photographs and everything just are really um, I just like looking at it. I just feel like, ooh, I'm in Mexico. I mean, it's just they're beautiful. They're super beautiful. So and even like you have some of the women on there with the traditional dresses on. It's just, God, they're beautiful. So
Yes.
your whole page and your whole cigar, I think, just really shows this pride in your heritage. And I just, that's one of the things that attracted me too. I just thought that was so beautiful. So, and yeah, this world needs more of that. I think we have a tendency to judge instead of enjoy other cultures. And so I think it's nice the more we know, the more we can appreciate. And so, yeah. So I'm excited. I can't wait. 2 weeks or
Me
something like
neither.
that. I'll try the new stick. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for being here. Um,
Thank you.
it was great. I'm going to continue to talk about your cigar. People are probably like, stop already with the 1910, but I can't help it. So, anyway, I'll just continue to keep handing him out, and I encourage all of you to go to his Instagram. Be sure and try find the stick if you're not anywhere near me, and give it a try. You will not be disappointed. I tell everybody that, and it's just a delicious stick. So, and now we have more. We have more to choose from, so that will be super fun. So, yeah. Okay, so I will see you in a couple weeks, and then maybe we'll do an interview at PCA. Maybe I can show your setup and
Sure.
get some of the new sticks on camera and get everybody excited, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, sounds good. Well, thank you for coming on, and I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you very much for the
Okay.
invitation. Thank you very much for questions, for your love and your feelings about our brand. We are very excited about the all comments for our cigars, for the brand. Well,
Yeah.
see you soon in the PCA and
Yep.
maybe some events in the US.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds great. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was awesome. Please post an IG on IG the brands. Oh yeah, I can do that. I'll do a post with all of the information, all of the Instagrams, handles and all of that, so that'll be my next post. So if you just look at my Instagram, I'll put it on there. Picture of the box with the cigars and all of the go-to information, so you guys can find them. You really need to try a stick. You won't be disappointed. I must say it again. Okay, so that is it for this week. And I don't know who I'm going to have on next week, so I can't announce it. But you know what I always say before I sign off? Be kind and keep searching for your stars. And we'll see you next week. Good night.